In the heart of the big living room, a master builder named Max stood ready. The sun shone through the window, turning the rug into a vast, golden valley. Max had a big job to do today, and he was the right man for the work. First, the master builder had to survey the land. He walked across the soft hills of the carpet, looking for the perfect spot. "Here," Max said, pointing to the space between the sofa and the coffee table. "This is where the grand tower will rise." Max reached for his first tool, the mighty yellow excavator. It had a strong bucket and a long arm that could reach high into the air. Max moved the levers, and the bucket dipped down into a pile of colorful blocks. With a great vroom vroom, Max moved the excavator across the rug. He was digging deep foundations for his skyscraper. He worked carefully, making sure every scoop of dirt was moved to the side to keep the site clean. Next came the bulldozer. It had a wide, powerful blade. Max pushed it forward, clearing a flat path through the valley of cushions. Nothing could stand in the way of the master builder and his heavy machinery. The ground was flat, and the site was ready. Max started to stack the blocks one by one. Higher and higher they went. But the tower was getting so tall that even a master builder needed a little help from his crew. Just then, Daddy Daniel walked into the construction zone. He was wearing his favorite light blue shirt with the sleeves rolled up and the top buttons open. "Need a hand on this big project, Master Max?" he asked with a big, proud smile. "Yes, Daddy," Max cheered. Daddy Daniel knelt down on the rug to help. Together, they used the crane to lift the heaviest blocks. Max guided the hook, and Daddy Daniel helped keep the tower steady as it climbed toward the ceiling. The crane was Max's favorite. It was tall and yellow, with a long cable that went up and down. Max turned the dial, and the cable lowered a bright blue block right into place. The tower was almost finished. Max stood on his tiptoes and looked up. The skyscraper was so tall it almost reached the light on the ceiling. "Look, Daddy, it's the tallest building in the world," Max shouted, waving his arms with excitement. Mommy Patrizia came in next, her long, wavy black hair flowing over her shoulders. Her green eyes sparkled when she saw the magnificent tower. "What an amazing job, crew," she said, bringing a tray of fuel for the hard workers. Max took a sip of his juice and gave Mommy a big hug. "We built it, Mommy. But now we have a new mission." He pointed across the long rug. "We need a highway for the race cars to travel on." The construction crew went back to work. Max grabbed the bulldozer to level the rug again. He pushed it in a long, straight line, clearing away the scattered blocks to make room for the new road. This highway had to be the longest and smoothest road ever built. Max used the steamroller to press down the pavement. He made sure there were no bumps so the race cars could go as fast as the wind. Daddy Daniel helped Max lay down long strips of blue ribbon for the lanes. "Steady as she goes, Max," Daniel said, holding one end of the ribbon while Max smoothed out the other. They were a perfect team of builders. Mommy Patrizia joined in to help place the tiny stop signs and street lights along the road. "Safety first on Max's highway," she laughed. She placed a small green tree right at the start of the racetrack. Finally, the highway was ready. Max lined up his fastest race cars at the starting line. There was a red one, a blue one, and a shiny silver one. The master builder was now the grand racer. "Ready, set, go," Max shouted. He pushed the cars one by one. They zoomed across the rug, flying over the hills and speeding through the tunnels made of cushions. Max crawled right behind them, cheering them on. As the sun began to set, the master builder and his crew stood back to look at their work. The skyscraper reached for the stars, and the highway stretched across the world. Mommy and Daddy were so proud of their little master builder.